Are some Muslim countries facing a tipping point in 2025? From economic instability to weakened defenses, discover the 10 Muslim nations struggling to maintain their footing. Stay tuned to see who tops this list. In this video, we're exploring the 10 weakest Muslim countries in the world in 2025. Our rankings are based on economic performance, governance, military strength, and social challenges. These insights are not to criticize, but to understand their struggles and identify areas for growth. Let's dive in. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Sudan. The country remains embroiled in political instability after years of conflict. A GDP of only $33 billion highlights its struggling economy. Healthcare and education systems are among the most underfunded globally. Sudan faces severe challenges with food security, affecting millions of lives. Historically, it has been a land of resilience despite external pressures. However, internal power struggles weaken its governance. The military's limited modernization adds to the country's vulnerabilities. In 2025, Sudan remains a symbol of unrealized potential. Click that subscribe button if you want more videos analyzing global challenges. Its cultural richness, including vibrant music and traditions, still shines. But systemic corruption and lack of foreign investment hinder progress. Efforts by the international community to assist Sudan often fall short. The road to recovery is long, but hope remains strong among its people. What can be done to uplift Sudan's status? Share your thoughts in the comments. At number 9, we have Yemen, a nation battered by conflict. The ongoing civil war has created one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. More than 80% of Yemen's population relies on international aid to survive. The GDP per capita stands at a meager $551, reflecting widespread poverty. Historical trade routes once made Yemen a regional powerhouse. Now its infrastructure lies in ruins, crippling development efforts. The military is underfunded and lacks advanced technology. Yemen's geographical location puts it at the center of geopolitical tensions. Culturally, it boasts a rich heritage of poetry and architecture. Subscribe to our channel if you value deep dives into pressing global issues. But today, Yemen's youth face limited educational and employment opportunities. The country's rich reserves of natural resources remain untapped. Rebuilding Yemen requires global solidarity and long-term commitment. Its people continue to show immense resilience despite the odds. What lessons can we learn from Yemen's struggles? Let us know below. At number 8, Somalia remains one of the most fragile nations globally. The country grapples with piracy, terrorism, and internal strife. Somalia's GDP is approximately $6.9 billion, with high unemployment rates. Healthcare and education are accessible to only a small fraction of its population. The country's history dates back to ancient trade empires along the Horn of Africa. Today, its coastline serves as a critical trade route, yet piracy persists. Somalia's government struggles to establish control over all regions. Its military depends heavily on international support and lacks self-sufficiency. Despite challenges, Somali culture thrives with unique music and storytelling. Hit the subscribe button for more insights on nations facing unique challenges. Famine and drought have pushed millions into dire living conditions. Foreign aid remains a lifeline, but dependency undermines self-reliance. How can the global community foster lasting stability in Somalia? Somalia's diaspora plays a crucial role in supporting their homeland. With unity and vision, Somalia has the potential to overcome its hurdles. Coming in at number 7 is Afghanistan, a country shaped by decades of war. Afghanistan's economy struggles with a GDP of just $14 billion. The Taliban's rule has created international isolation, furthering economic woes. Opium production continues to dominate the economy, fueling global crime. Afghanistan's rugged terrain hides centuries of historical and cultural treasures. However, its education system suffers from severe underfunding. Women face significant restrictions, curbing their role in nation building. The Afghan military lacks resources in international partnerships. Despite challenges, Afghanistan's traditions of poetry and art endure. Subscribe now to learn more about the complexities of global geopolitics. Its mineral wealth remains untapped due to ongoing instability. What role should neighboring countries play in Afghanistan's recovery? The resilience of its people remains a source of inspiration. Afghanistan stands at a crossroads, with both challenges and opportunities ahead. At number 6 is Syria, a nation devastated by over a decade of civil war. Syria's economy has contracted by over 70% since the conflict began. The GDP per capita is one of the lowest globally, at just $870. Millions of Syrians have been displaced, creating the largest refugee crisis in modern history. Despite the conflict, Syria's ancient cities like Damascus and Aleppo reflect its rich cultural history. Infrastructure destruction has crippled access to healthcare and education. The Assad regime's grip on power has led to international sanctions. The military is weakened, relying heavily on support from external allies. The resilience of the Syrian people is evident in their will to survive and rebuild. Don't miss future videos. Subscribe now for more in-depth explorations. At number 5, Chad struggles with severe underdevelopment and instability. A GDP of just $13 billion highlights its weak economic standing. Chad's military is engaged in regional conflicts, straining its resources. The nation is heavily dependent on agriculture, yet frequent droughts devastate crops. Historically, Chad has faced colonization and exploitation of its resources. Education and healthcare remain out of reach for most citizens. Corruption and poor governance hinder foreign investment. Despite these issues, Chad boasts a vibrant cultural heritage, including music and dance. Infrastructure remains underdeveloped, isolating rural areas from growth opportunities. Want more deep dives like this? Hit that subscribe button. Ranked at number 4, Mauritania faces a range of socioeconomic challenges. With a GDP of just $9.3 billion, poverty is widespread. The country ranks among the lowest globally in human development indices. Mauritania's economy depends heavily on iron ore exports and agriculture. Historically, the nation was an important center for trade and Islamic learning. Today, literacy rates remain low, and education infrastructure is underdeveloped. Ethnic tensions persist, complicating social harmony and progress. The military is poorly equipped and lacks modernization. Culturally, Mauritania is known for its oral traditions and desert festivals. Enjoying the video? Make sure to subscribe for more informative content. At number 3, Comoros is one of the smallest and most fragile Muslim countries. This island nation has a GDP of only $1.5 billion, heavily reliant on agriculture. Frequent political instability hampers development and foreign investment. Comoros faces challenges with access to clean water, healthcare, and education. Its history is marked by colonization and multiple coups d'état since independence. Despite challenges, Comoros is rich in natural beauty and cultural traditions. Tourism has potential, but infrastructure development is needed. The military is small and primarily focused on internal security. Comoros is highly vulnerable to climate change and rising sea levels. Don't forget to subscribe for more engaging analyses like this one. Youth unemployment remains alarmingly high, driving immigration. How can Comoros balance development and environmental preservation? At number 2, Djibouti faces significant economic and social challenges. With a GDP of $3.4 billion, it remains heavily reliant on port revenues. Strategically located near major shipping lanes, Djibouti struggles with inequality. The country faces high unemployment, especially among the youth. Djibouti's history as a trade hub dates back centuries, yet poverty persists. Its military is relatively small, but benefits from foreign military bases. Culturally, Djibouti reflects a blend of African, Arab, and French influences. Climate change poses serious risks, including water scarcity. Finally, at number 1, we have the Gambia, a country struggling on multiple fronts. With a GDP of just $2 billion, it's one of the poorest countries globally. Tourism is its main economic driver, but political instability deters investors. Healthcare and education systems are underdeveloped, affecting quality of life. Historically, the Gambia was a key region during the transatlantic slave trade. Today, it faces significant challenges in governance and resource management. Its military is small and lacks the capacity for significant defense operations. We've journeyed through the struggles of 10 Muslim countries, each facing unique obstacles in 2025. From Sudan's political turmoil to the Gambia's economic struggles, these stories reveal the complexity of global challenges. Remember, awareness is the first step toward change. Like, comment, and subscribe to join us as we continue exploring important global topics. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this analysis, share it with friends and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that bell icon for updates on our latest content.